This man is on my radar because what do you mean he wants to lower the age of consent to 14? In 1997, he wrote an op-ed arguing that while criminal sanctions should exist for very young children, they should not necessarily apply to teenagers over the age of puberty. Yes, he wrote that on purpose and had it published. In 2019, amid scrutiny regarding his association with that island man, Alan Dershowitz affirmed his constitutional argument for lowering the age of consent. And he wanted to be clear that it wasn't a moral argument. He alleges that he knows it's morally repugnant, but he thinks it should be legal. And his justification? Because 15-year-olds can seek out court permission for an abortion in some states, so they should be deemed legal to consenting to sex. He's equating a young person's right to access reproductive health care with an adult's right to have sex with them. That is the most predatory logic I've ever heard. And what should surprise no one is that he is all over those files. A man who has spent the last several decades arguing in favor of adults having sex with children was friends with the most famous trafficker of all time. Becca Day has done a deep dive on this sicko. Highly recommend you go watch it on her TikTok. She lays out the receipts, the op-eds, the court filings, the interviews, the way that he's been making this argument unapologetically while simultaneously representing J.E. and defending his plea deal. And he's still out there to this present day, still defending his position, still denying the allegations from Virginia Giuffre and Sarah Ransome, two of J.E.'s victims who accused him of sexual abuse. He alleges that he's innocent, just a defender of controversial figures. He claims this is all about the Constitution, when really it's about a grown man who wants legal access to little girls. Now, here's my question. How long before men show up in my comments with the, well, actually, and the, you're taking it out of context, and the, he's just making a legal argument, and the age of consent is different in other countries? How long before they out themselves as the exact same type of predator-adjacent apologist that Dershowitz is? Go ahead. Rat yourselves out now.